democracy, liberty, freedom. Galaxy is filled with species that know nothing of what it feels like to be free. Thus, as the most elite race in this universe, it is up to us to spread democracy because the stars are ours to claim. If not us, then who? Hello, everybody. My name is Hansi, Death Captain Hansi, currently deployed in a fight against the enemy robot faction Automaton. My mission: democracy. My weapon: democracy. My blood: democracy. And liberty. Well, that's not tea. Helldivers 2 is amazing. Probably one of the best multiplayers I've ever played. Granted, I've played like 5 multiplayers in my life. But in my defense, I've never been a multiplayer guy. I like to play with friends, sure, but hardly ever would I play something like Rainbow Six Siege alone. So when I say Helldivers 2 is one of the best, I mean it as someone who played this game solo or with complete randoms. Also, this game did something that it earned the highest level of honor it can in my eyes. It made me spend money on microtransactions. I'm not someone who spends extra money if I already have the base game, but this game did something to me. I hate to admit it, but this game was like a love at first sight, and I know spending money on microtransaction is a crime second to only manslaughter. So I don't know how I'll defend myself. This is case number 4206769. The defendant is accused of impulse spending on an online multiplayer game. That's me, Your Honor. Your defense? I plead not guilty, Your Honor. I was very much conscious when I made that decision. You know, you could have saved that money and invested it somewhere else. Maybe like a fixed deposit. But Your Honor, look at this sick armor. Do you think I can get that with a fixed deposit? Your point being, it looks cool? I fail to understand. This code does not accept school as a defense. That's alright. To explain myself better, I have prepared a video that will take us back in time. What are you doing? I'm repeating to give it a reverb effect. I'm not that good at editing. I guess I'll start now. Helldivers 2 is a live service third-person co-op PvE shooter. Wow, that's a lot of words. And I think I've done that joke before. It's hard being funny, okay? Anyways, PvE means that while the game is a multiplayer, you don't exactly fight other players. You fight the in-game enemies or the environment together. Fighting other players is just not possible. However, friendly fire is definitely possible. Humanity, or Super Earth, where humanity lives, is up against 3 different factions. Terminids, the bug faction, Automatons, the robot faction, and Illuminates, which are these humanoid squid-like factions. I don't like Illuminates, they are very scary. But you're not just mindlessly killing other species, there's a story behind all of this as well. During the first galactic war against these 3 factions, humanity seized the technology called FTL, or faster than light. Just like hyperspace in Star Wars or slip space like in Halo. With FTL, humanity conquered the galaxy, which marked the end of the first galactic war. Decades pass, and on one day, there is a Terminate outbreak on one of the humanity-conquered planets. If you're wondering how the hell did that happen, then your answer is right in front of you. We did it. Not intentionally though. See, the FTL is not free. It requires a resource that can only be harvested to terminate carcasses. And we may or may not have been breeding terminates on one of our planets to harvest their dead bodies. It doesn't matter if it's our fault or not, we only had the humanity's best interest in mind. To control this outbreak and put the bugs in their place, Super Earth deploys Helldivers, an elite task force which consists of only the finest warriors in this galaxy. And while the Helldivers were dealing with Terminates, Automatons were back. The fight with Automatons happens on Melville Creek, I'll just call it the Creek. And the fight on Creek was horrible. It was basically Space Vietnam. You can look up on Reddit for people's experience. They will describe it like Space Vietnam. Meanwhile, the Terminates have already taken over the planet Meridia. And when we failed to liberate Meridia, we just bombed the fuck out of that planet, transforming Meridia into a wormhole. Because if humanity cannot have Meridia, then Meridia will cease to exist. These are just few events that have taken place throughout the game cycle, and all of these events are controlled by you, the player. If the players fail to liberate a planet, then that planet will be lost and the game story will go to a different direction. I really like this, mainly because it makes the player feel that they are making a difference, which they are, or at least I think they are. I mean, come on, this is pretty cool, right? No? Fine, आगे बढ़ते हैं. The first time you start the game, you will be introduced to the basic training and the controls.
You're ready to don your cape. Now there's a Helldiver. You remind me of a younger me, fearless and vulnerable.
Once you're done, you're taken back to the ship where you can do your part in the Second Galactic War.
The Galactic War.
Whoa, slow down, recruit. Before you jump into the fight, we need to do an equipment check to make sure you don't get killed the moment you set foot on the ground. First, your suit, helmet, cape and armor. Helmet and cape, choose whichever you want, it doesn't matter. But now armor, that matters a little. In armor you have light, medium and heavy. Light armor is faster but it absorbs less damage. Heavy armor is slower but it absorbs more damage. And the medium, well, the medium is the balanced one. As for guns, your options are either energy based or assault rifles. You can ignore the rest. No, really, you can ignore the rest. I said ignore the rest. I've tried the other guns. They are trash, absolute trash. If I see a shotgun or a marksman rifle in your hand, then I'll use that hammer and smash your hand into that gun. Don't tempt me. Wow, that did not hurt. The guns in this game feel really good. All of them give you that sense of kick that you would get when firing a real gun. I would highly recommend playing this game with a DualSense controller, mainly because of the haptic feedback and the trigger thingy. It feels really good. The main meat in this game are the stratagems. Stratagems can be airstrikes, vehicles, support weapons, mechs, sentries, and even a nuke. Before you can start the mission, you can choose up to 4 stratagems as per your liking. But while you can select 4 support weapons, you can only have 1 equipped at a time. Same goes for backpacks like shields, ammo packs, rover. I personally like to go with a support weapon, a backpack, mainly a rover, orbital strike which will disintegrate anything within a 2-kilometer radius, and the love of my life, the Eagle 500-kilogram bomb. Careful though, the call time for the 500-kilogram bomb is 2 to 3 seconds. So if you're not out of that area within those few seconds, then God bless your soul because you won't be remembered. Because there will be nothing to be remembered you by. You won't exist after that bomb.
Democracy has been well delivered. Layer extraction swift.
With this, you're all set for a war you didn't even start. Just select a mission, choose a difficult, which is very important, and get to your hellpods. Difficulty 1 or D1 is a walk in a park. You land on the planet, do your objective, and you get out of there. Easy peasy. There's very light enemy patrol here and there, and that's about it. But as you move up the difficulty, there will be more frequent and bigger enemy patrols, heavily guarded outposts, and a lot of heavily armored enemies. And the worst of them all, the Vox engine. It's not good. Oh my god, that's a Vox engine. Fuck. I mean, yeah, this guy's camping. D10 is like stepping into hell butt naked, and everything around you is there to kill you, and it will kill you. Pardon my language, but anything above D8 and the game will grip your balls and tell you to tap dance your way to the objective. Each mission has a primary and secondary objective and outpost. Your primary objective can be something like raising the flag of Super Earth, or something more simple like clearing out all the enemies within a time limit, or one of the best and my favorite, launching an ICBM as you protect it with your life while hordes of enemies try to kill you. If you want the feeling of making a final stand against an unstoppable force, then this is the mission for you. When you're on the ground, you'll come across various places of interest that are marked by a question mark when you're near them. Here you can find ammo for your guns and stims to heal. You can also find support weapons, but what you're really looking for are samples, medals, and super credits. Samples are required to upgrade your ship and stratagems. Now, medals and super credits, you need those for the immaculate grip. You know what? Fuck the armor stats and fuck the passives. I will wear whatever makes me look cool because I am from Super Earth, where democracy is our way of life. Totally unrelated, by the way. I don't know why I said that. Instead of having a battle pass like a lot of multiplayer games, Helldivers 2 have war bonds. War bonds have their own theme, each of which offers a new weapon or armor. And if you find the one that you like, you can use the super credits to buy it. Super credits are your in-game currency. And here's the cool thing. You can get a war bond without spending a single rupee. You can buy super credits with real money, but if you just play the game and explore while you're on the mission, you will find super credits just lying around. Sure, it will take some time to farm credits, but it's better than spending actual money, right? Whoa, wait. You just said that you don't need to spend actual money on war bonds. Correct. Then why did you spend actual money? Are you that impatient? Yes. See, every war bond you unlock gives you 300 credits too. I only had 700 credits. So I thought if I buy 1000 credits, I can then unlock a new war bond, which will give me 300 credits. And then I can use those combined with my 700 and get another war bond. So you really are just impatient. Why is this even a case? Throw this guy into the jail. He's wasting court time. What? Jail. For you. Out. The court is adjourned. Or whatever the actual judges say. Hopefully you now understand my need to spend actual money on this game, even though I didn't give a single rational reason. But you know what? I don't have to justify myself. I'm a grown up. I wear big boy pants. And I can stay awake till 4 a.m. in the morning if I want to. And if my mom allows it. When you're exploring the map for super credits and samples, you need to be careful that you don't waste a lot of time, as each mission has its own time limit. And once that time runs out, your ship or the super destroyer will leave, which means no reinforcements and no support weapons. So if you die, then you're dead for sure, because there's no way for you to be revived. So just make sure you extract in time. This is the main gameplay loop of Helldivers 2. You select your weapons and stratagems, orbital drop on the planet, do your primary and secondary missions, collect samples and credits as much as you can, and extract. And then you repeat it all over again. On paper it sounds very average, like you've done one mission, you've done all kind of thing, and since it's the same loop, but I think this was executed amazingly. Even though you decide to go with the same weapon and stratagems every time, the map and the objectives are different and the people you play with are different every time. All of them have their own playstyles. Some like to prioritize only the main mission, while some like to explore every corner of the map. Some prefer being careful, while some use a lot of heavy weapons and sentries. Or, while someone like me likes to jump straight into action, run and gun my way into the enemy outpost until I'm horribly murdered because of my stupidity. Helldivers 2 is a great solo multiplayer game. I think the developers really cracked the whole PvE genre thingy. However, the game has issues like the technical bugs, crashes, balancing issues, and the monetization. And while the community is very vocal about it on the subreddits, the devs seems to just ignore it. I'm sure the devs are working hard, but these things should have been fixed max to max within a year of its release. And it's been like what, 2 years since its release? I mean, if not all, some of them should have been fixed by now. Arrowhead, listen, we're friends, right? So take it personally when I say fix your fucking game. This is a great game and the first multiplayer that I really enjoy. A lot of people have their own league game. For some it's like CSGO, League, I don't know who the fuck plays League, but it's the game they spend hundreds and hundreds of hours on. A game they play every single day. I feel like Helldivers 2 is that game for me. So fix the game and please listen to your community. And wait, what the fuck happened to the other meme? Thanks for watching this video. I realized I didn't record a proper outro for this one. So this is the outro. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses, not sunglasses, whatever these are called, aviators, जो भी कहते हैं, when it's 3 a.m. in the night is because I have this dog shit haircut and मैं कुछ गंदा नहीं लगूँ कैमरा पे इसलिए I'm wearing sunglasses so that I look somewhat cool even though I'm not looking cool. These are not working at all, right? Again, thanks for watching the video. I made 2 posts for the Helldivers video and no one liked them, no one commented on them. I have 1 like on one of the posts and that's from my alternate account. Not even my parents like my post यार. मतलब क्या है ये है कैसा सपोर्ट है ये anyways thank you bye bye I'll see you in the next video. When is the next video? I don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully in next few weeks depending on how lazy I am. I mean the recording and writing and recordings is done within a week. It's the editing that takes too much time for me. I can't hire an editor. More like I don't want to hire an editor because I say some shit, random shit which I don't want anyone to see. So anyways, thank you. Bye bye.